Hey guys, I wanted to come in here and make a video for you guys, something that's kind of been long in the making, especially explaining where I've been lately and what's going on and the current future standing of things. It's a video I'm kind of dreading making, but I think it's a video that has to be made. It's something that has to be done. So, um, as all of you all know, about a year ago, something happened that we refer to as the incident, which refers to when my old PC was struck down in a lightning storm, which definitely took out a lot of inspiration. We had to rebuild the series. Basically, I lost all my track ionize. I had to rebuild all those from scratch. All the cars, the entire car set got wiped. Everything had to be re-retrieved, and I had to repaint all my cars. Although, seriously, thank you to all the people who helped me during that time. You were definitely a huge help. Ignore what's going on in the background. It's just something I put into idle. So it's not just a black screen. So enjoy them just cycling at Homestead. And everything had to be repainted. Everything had to be done. And to say that burnt me out would be an understatement. It drained me mentally. And I thought, let's get it going. Let's get the season through. I'll get it back. The good racing, the good action will get me back into the mood, get me back into swing of things, and push me onwards. And it just never happened. Through the rest of the season, I kept a good constant pace, but every single weekend, I was kind of just dreading doing the pre-race, recording, editing, uploading, all of that. And I just didn't feel the same spark that I used to. But the season came to an end. Congratulations, Cordell Paulson, for his third championship. And a thought popped into the back of my head. An idea had popped in the back of my head that I kind of sidelined for a bit. But it's an idea that would come back full circle later that I'll talk about in a bit. And it was something I ended up discussing with someone else. We discussed a possibility for the future. And I left it at that. We started the off season, we did silly season, and we got to painting, and I said, all right, painting goes the same every season. Let's just get it done. And it ended up being the longest off season we have ever had. And it was partially due to my burnout. And I'm not saying that I was the only one not painting, but usually how it goes is I do some painting. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm doing a lot of painting. You guys have a lot left to paint. Start painting. And when I paint, other people usually tend to follow. And we all tend to get done at the same time. But the problem really seemed to be that I wasn't painting either. And it was, again, largely due to that burnout that just wasn't stopping. I just didn't feel inspired to continue what I was doing. But slowly, we got it done. And as the season started, I once again brought up the same topic to that friend, and I brought it up to another friend as well. The only two people who know what's going on right now. And we discussed it, and we came to a conclusion. And so the conclusion was that the Iskra would be shutting down at the end of the 2021 season. And I think it's probably obvious from the way I'm speaking, the two people I'm talking to are about were the PLS runner, NR 2003 man Brandon Crasta, and the Junior Series runner, Rocket Knight William Duncan. And we all talked about this, and I came to the conclusion that I didn't really feel like I was inspired to continue anymore. But I wanted to see this season through. And as the season began and as the season ran, I started to see what was happening. I started to see that things were not improving and they were getting much, much worse. And I think you guys could probably agree on that sentiment that things have gotten worse. My uploads have gotten slower. My inspiration has gotten worse. And every race seems to be taking longer to come out than the last. And then last week, I got really, really sick, as a lot of you know, around Tuesday. I woke up, horrible stomach ache. I couldn't get out of bed, and I was in bed for about the next 3 days. And during that time, I had a lot of time to think. I had a lot of time to myself to think about SPS, to think about where I wanted to bring this, how I wanted to do this. And I came to the conclusion the unfortunate conclusion, and hear me out to the end, I don't think we can continue. I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's healthy for me to go on with SPS the way I am, the way things are going. I think I just have to put it to rest. And I know a lot of you are upset hearing this. I know I started this season. I know we're starting to get into full swing, but I came to the conclusion that I'm torturing myself to continue on just because I want to pull this through. Just because I feel like people would be upset with me if I didn't pull this season through, although I know you guys won't necessarily be that upset. I still have that lingering feeling in the back of my head. I know some people will be, and you guys do have sort of a reason to be. But the way it's going to end up turning into a 2014 TM Master Cup Series season. And anyone who's been around long enough to know what that means knows that that would not be a good thing. And it would just be watching a car accident in progress. TM Master Cup Series took 5 years to finish. And with each race getting longer and longer to get out, I fear that I'm running towards the same fate, and I don't want to do that to the SPS. A series that has such a big legacy, a series that has so much that we've done since 2017. It's 2023 now. I'm really, really happy the way it's gone, but I think I just have to let it go. I cannot continue the way I am. I'm just agonizing every single week in and out to get it done. And I know you guys will understand. I know some of you will be a little upset about it. But I don't think Darlington's happening. I don't think we're going to be able to continue this season. I think I'm just going to have to end the SPS where it is. It's just not healthy. It's just not making me inspired anymore or happy. And I'm just going to put it to rest. And I know you guys probably have the questions. This is not the end. Hell, this is not necessarily the end for Iskro. I do have a few little projects for the future that I have planned. But this is nowhere near the end for NR 2003. Like I said, before this season started, I had an idea pop into my head. It's an idea I brought up with another person, and they seemed to be on board with going through with it. And I can't tell you what that is right now because we don't have a ton of details ironed out. But it's an idea that it really was the thing that pushed me over the edge. It was the idea that when I realized it, I realized that I feel more inspired about this thing that I have in like 2 seasons of SPS, since this is kind of more of a long-term problem for SPS. But I finally felt like I was really inspired by this idea, and I really wanted to go through with it, and I really wanted to world build with it and see where I could take it, and I've never felt more excited for something in NR in a while. And that I am almost certain that is going to happen. But before I do that, I have to put this to rest. But I don't just want to leave you guys just like, oh, nope, that's it, we're done, and stop where I am and just ignore it forever. I had an idea while I was sick, a way to kind of make it up to you guys. And so all of today I've been searching, all of today I've been looking, and I have compiled something known as the Iskro Mega Pack. It is something that is going to be releasing following this video dropping, following the end of Iskro, and that is the fact that I have compiled every single Iskro car set that has ever been made, except one. I can't find the first one. I tried so hard. If anyone has it, please let me know. Please hook me up. I want that first one. I want to complete the Mega Pack. But every other car set that has ever been made for Iskro, from 2013 to 2021 in SPS, all the PLS sets, all the junior sets. The only ones that wouldn't be in here are the current day juniors and light sets, which are in possession of Brandon and Duncan, who will probably be releasing them shortly after this. And I want to put that out into the public, let you guys just take it and do whatever the hell you want with it. It's so many years of love and dedication that is all going to be in one big pack that I want people to continue to enjoy for years. There's so many cars in this pack. Every car you see on track right now will be in this pack, along with credits to as many of the painters as I can bring from my little old head here. And along with that, I will also be including a track file that has, I'm not even sure if I ever released it to the public. We are talking about the dreaded Cardiala V2 drop, which was something we refer to as a CBT track. It'll be in the pack, loaded up in NR with a few of your friends in multiplayer mode, and have some fun. Turn on the AI. The AI goes stupid fast. They're like just battering rams straight through your skull. It's fantastic. And have fun experiencing one of the most chaotic things I've ever created. Remember to turn off damage on that. It is such a funny little project that I had made, and it's been just sitting dormant for so many years. Well, not so many years. It's been like 2 years, but it's been dormant for a while, and I want to bring it back to the light and give it to the people and let them enjoy the chaos that was created for it, because me and a few others, me, Roush, Will Hoyt, Ray, there's a few other people involved that we had so much fun with it, and I want other people to have the same fun we have with it. So that will be included in the Iskra Mega Pack just as an extra little thank you for being so great these last 6 years. It's been 6 years since the SPS started, and now we're bringing it to an end. That entire pack will be released to the public. Not only that, but following, as you're watching this, a chat room in the Discord has been opened up called Questions About the End. And if you have any questions about SPS, if you have any questions, like if you want an INI that I run for any of my tracks, go in there, ping me, hey, do you have the INI for this track? And I will search through all of my files and find it for you. I will give it to you personally. If you want a specific track itself, if you want the entire track, I'll do that for you. I'll pack it up, put it on MediaFire, and send it out. I'll give you guys any of the old track files, any of the old shit. My old Gen 6 BR15 GNS mod that I created, if you want that, I can hand that out. Any questions you have about SPS or Iskra in general, I'll be willing to answer. I'll be willing to give any of my old track files, and we'll do that. The new project is something we'll be talking about in the somewhat near future. I'm not sure how long. Over today, I've been compiling ideas for it. I've been putting it on a Google Sheet, and I haven't quite run all the stuff by the other person yet because they don't even know I'm doing this. But it's a decision that I made on my own, and I don't want other people to really influence because I want this to be my decision. So the new project, you might hear about it in a few days. You might hear about it in a month. I don't know. It's up to how they see it, what they want to do, because I want them to have a 50% say in everything that goes on in this project as well. So look forward to that. I'm very excited for that. If they do back out of the project, I'll do it by my damn self if I have to, because I'm so excited about this prospect, about the prospect of a new project, I'll spoil, a new universe, a new series, some new life for the Velocity Network. I also do plan on doing the live stream stuff. I haven't forgot about that. I've been busy as hell lately, and I do really want to get, especially Minecraft 1.20 coming out. Funny stuff on that I want to plan to do. I want to do Pokemon stuff. I want to do racing game stuff. There's still a lot I want to do. Velocity Network's not dead, but Iskra itself as a whole, I think, is. And again, I know you're upset. I'm sorry. And thank you as well. For such a long run, such a great run from the first season. Seeing James Constantin punch above the rest, 3 wins on the season, taking his first championship to retire a year later. Anderson, Paulson getting his first championship. Jackson breaking his multiple-year championship-less streak of just podiums after podiums in the championship without getting one. Finally got one in 2017. Roman Rahal coming out of the shadows to get a championship. It's been such a long journey. It's been such a great journey. And although It's come to an end. I'm still so happy, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. This has been such a fun 6 years of my life. It has been such a really fun journey, and I'm excited because when one door closes, another one opens. So for the final time, guys, I'm sorry, and thank you for watching the Ayashiro Sunoco Pro Series. Ciao.